I'm not sure. I've never made a video before, especially for YouTube or any social media, but I don't know. I wanted to make one. My daughter passed away uh, February 24th, 2013. Her name was Brianna Kirkland. She was misdiagnosed by a hospital, and they said she had a virus. And so I took her to the hospital. They said make sure she had plenty of fluid. I did that. And at night, you know, I put the covers over her and gave her a kiss. And the next morning, I found her dead in her bedroom. She was 13 years old. And it's been 3 years now. So I guess I'm just trying to figure out what is this third year. You know, the first year is shock. You don't even know what's happening. You kind of still put your kid on the earth somewhere. You know, maybe they're playing at their friend's house, or they're late, they stayed after school, or whatever you could think of to still keep them here. In the second year, you realize it really happened. It's a reality. So now I'm in the third year and I'm trying to figure out what year is this? Like, what, you know, if it's not shock, then the reality, then what was next, you know? And everybody has these words of encouragement, which I believe, you know, that she's with God, and I know that, but she's not here. You know, that's another reality. She's not here. You know, I didn't get eighth grade graduation. I don't get high school. I don't get proms. I don't get driving. I don't get any more hugs, smiles, laughter, talks. That's a reality too. And that's the reality that I live in. Even though people talk about, you know, she's still alive, she's on a different plane of existence. And that is true. And even though I'm here, you know what I'm saying, in this earth and in this world, I'm still in a different plane of existence too. You know, I still have a spirit too. So I understand that. That's why I'm not always sad, you know, but unless you have lost a child, you cannot understand the unbearable grief that comes, you know, that comes with this situation. You know, I started a foundation in her name, filling buckets for Brianna, because after she passed away, I found a poem about that she wrote about filling buckets, you know, giving into people's lives, and that nobody should have an empty bucket. And so we continue to fill buckets for Brianna. And sometimes, even with that foundation, I feel like I might have bit off more than I could chew. You know, you go to memorials and assist people, you know, and you remember that shock. You remember that pain. You know, we also give money to um, parents that have lost children to help with funeral costs. And when you see them, yeah, you know um, that the money helps. You know what I mean? It does. Because nobody thinks that their child would leave before them. However, you also know that after the funeral, everything stops. You know, people stop coming by. People don't inquire. A lot of people don't even mention their name as though your child didn't exist. That is part of why I did the foundation anyway, was so that she would never be forgotten. So that if no one else speaks her name, I will always speak her name. You know, but it's still just a difficult road to go down, and on that road, you are alone. No matter what, no matter who else went through it, you know, as well, they didn't lose your child. That was your child, you know. And people say, oh, you're so strong, you're this, you're that. I'm not, you know. I do have a faith in God that continues to help me. I think that's the only thing that probably helps me, is to understand that this isn't the only realm. But in all reality, this is the realm that I am in until it is my time to leave. So I guess I ask those who have dealt with this before, those who have lost a child as well, what year is this? You know, what part of the grief is this? I don't know. And I don't even know if you would be able to tell me an answer, because all grief is different. You know, everybody reaches different points at different times. Time heals all wounds, they say. I don't know if there's enough days, enough time on the clock to heal this wound. It runs so deep. In the first year, it felt like constant agony. And then the next year, the reality hit. And then it really was like, oh my gosh, this agony will be with me forever. And now the third year, I've learned how to neatly tuck away the grief. Maybe that's my way of dealing with it now, is to speak on it and to start unpacking it. I don't know, maybe this will not only help me, but also help those others who have lost a child, who have gone through such grief. They say you never get over it, you get through it. I don't even know what that means. I don't know what half of these cliche means. You know, what, I don't know. I guess they're just to make you feel better. Or maybe they are real and I just haven't come to that point where I can experience that yet and make sense of it. I don't know. Well, these are the grief diaries. I guess until next time.